Hi everyone, this is Lee Stitch and I'm the Stitcher. My assistant is running around busy somewhere, my daughter Gwen. But thank you for coming and watching. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas or happy holidays and celebrating it, and was able to spend it with some family or friends, or even just a quiet one if that's what you wanted. We had a small quiet Christmas. My parents went up to Queensland to see my dad's family, my nana. Yeah. And my sister, my in-laws, my father-in-law was here for Christmas, but my mother-in-law went up to Canberra to see my sister-in-law and her kids and spend Christmas with them. My father-in-law didn't go because my brother-in-law has severe cerebral palsy and they couldn't get a nurse for the whole time. So they got a nurse in for Christmas Day and Christmas night, so he was here then, but yeah, so he wouldn't have been able to spend the whole time there. Anyway, so we had a nice quiet Christmas, and my sister on Christmas Eve was Friday, so Thursday, like late Thursday, like 4 or 5 p.m. Thursday, she got a message saying she was a close contact for the coronavirus. So she got tested first thing Christmas Eve, but she hadn't get the test results back, so she spent Christmas Day all by herself at her place, but she was really close to us. So my husband, who likes to cook, he does all the cooking, he sent lots of Christmas snacks and Christmas appetizers and Christmas lunch to her place. We're doing special trips to her place, so she was still put in a food coma and made her feel very included.
That's sad. Oh no, hi guys.
She found us.
Hello.
So
I hope you had a great Christmas yesterday, since today's the 26th.
Today, yeah, it's Boxing Day today.
So I hope yesterday you enjoyed all the presents you got and spending time with your family, and I just want to wish you a Happy New Year and a Merry Christmas for yesterday.
So, do the cross stitching.
Yeah.
You're really info. So the first one I'm going to show you is the one I'm doing for my mum. Oh, don't hit the box, darling.
Oh.
Yep, that's good. That's got the camera. First one I'm going to show you is the one that I'm doing for my mum. So mum, if you're watching, close your eyes. I'll let you know when to open them. This is from Owl Forest Embroidery.
Nana, close your eyes, Nana.
100 Owls. And it was originally a free stitch along, so the pattern, it is still free actually. And I'm doing it part by part per month. I actually finished the month of December and started
Nana, don't
the next part. So I put a done picture up, and this is where is that it? I can't see. Can you see? Is it in the frame, Gwen?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's looking well. I've done about 20 owls, so I'm really happy with how that's looking. I'm thinking I might actually do this as, I was thinking pillow. Instead of framing it, do it as a pillow, but then I thought I should probably ask my mum how she wants it finished, so.
Oh, a pillow.
Yeah, I know, a pillow would be great.
Yeah, a pillow would be amazing.
Yeah, so anyway, we'll see. I'll ask Nana what she wants to do. And this is stitched on Fibrelicious 28 count plain Lagana Frosty Mint.
Oh.
So, which is good because my mum's not actually a big fan of hand dyed, which is, I don't get it, but each to their own. Each to their own. The next one I've got is Once Upon a Fairy Tale. Yeah, listen to this. I keep this, my chair is next to the dog's bed. So I keep this, and my husband actually told me, hey, Suma's chewing your bag, and I had a look down and I thought, oh yeah, he's just doing, like I stopped him, but he's just doing the zip, so it's okay, it's still usable. But I pulled it out to do it. No, it wasn't just the zip. Hey Zuma. So Zuma and I had words, but very luckily, he did not touch the actual cross stitch, because this is being stitched on 40 count silk gauze, which I have not been able to find anywhere. Or like I've been looking at like places that sell miniature dollhouse stuff, and they have small pieces of the silk gauze, but not the big ones that I need, not the bigger ones that I need. So It's not something I can just easily just restart. So zoom over, I had words, and stop chewing on anything now. I'll put the starting position up here, and this is where I'm up to. So yeah, I'm doing waist knot start. So this here is waist knots, and these are all the park threads here. And I'm really excited because this next row, this row that I'm working on up here, it's going to get half his head done. So really looking forward to seeing that dragon come out tonight. Lord of the Rings is both hubby's and mine favourite movie trilogy of all time. We love it, so we're going to be having a Lord of the Rings marathon tonight. Gwen loves it too, so I'll probably be stitching on this. Although I've also got my map one. This needs some stitching. I usually like to stitch The Hobbit when I'm watch The Hobbit when I'm stitching on this, because this is the Hobbit scene. So, oh, and this is 40 count circles, half stitch. So I love this. I was kind of I'd never stitched on 40 count before, and I was a bit worried that it would you'd lose the detail, but you don't. It still comes out, and I'm so bummed I discovered 40 count so late, because it's so hard to find. Like, yes, 40 count linen. I don't like 40 count linen. I think the silk gauze spoiled me, because you can see the holes so clearly in silk gauze, where on linen the holes are much harder to see. So I think I got spoiled. And I will also put up a dumb picture. I think mostly everybody knows what this is going to look like. Oh, I forgot. Heaven and Earth Designs, artwork by Amy Stewart. Sorry, I just forgot to say that. And the owl one is by Owl Forest Embroidery. I can't remember if I said that or not. The next one is, I'm not sure whether I've got a before picture for this, but if I do, I'll put it up. And I'll also put up a done picture of what it was going to look like. This one is doing for my hubby. This one's going to be finished next year. So you guys are going to see some massive good amount of progress on this one. I worked it out. Starting on January 1st, 2022 to finish it on 31st of December 2022, 130 stitches a day. And a lot of them, over half of them, are going to be half stitch. Totally doable. Totally doable. But anyway, this is where I'm up to. So it's going to look amazing when done. So that's the halfway point there. So I'm going to get that done. There's a Victoria House in Mittagong. We stopped off there. I'd gotten my hubby a long weekend away in a wooden cabin in the middle of nowhere. And he stopped off at the house for me, and he saw that and asked me, "Oh, would you do this one for me?" And I said, "Sure." So I've got to get it done. No more wait. One more. And he nags for it. He does nag. So he also nags. Actually, that one ring on the map that I'm doing, I actually started that for me, but somehow that seems to have gone off to be his as well. So, all right, I got a couple of finishes. This is the Brooks Books Princess Dress Up Collection. I finished Sleeping Beauty, and I was also able to finish because I finished Sleeping Beauty, I was able to finish the beading on the Snow Queen, Elsa. So, I'll show Elsa first. This one is being stitched on 28 count, Opal Lagana. Silver Springs by Color Cassette Fabrics. And that's Elsa. So I finished, can't really see all the beads, but yeah, so that I finished her dress and her wand. And that's her there. She's beautiful. And then we've got finished Sleeping Beauty. Oh, that's the dress that you can see. Oh God, I thought it was stained in for a sec. Let's just fold it over this way. I thought it was like a big, it's the blue stitching from Elsa, but I thought, when I saw blue for it, I thought, oh my God, it's been stained. I don't know how that happened. There we go. There's Sleeping Beauty. In the finished, there we go. Well, not with it today. Hang on. I love how this gradiates from blue to pink. I do wish the blue went up just that little bit further, like maybe like a third of the dress. If I was going to stitch this again, I'd raise the blue up. I mean, I could do that myself pretty easily, really. But that's beautiful. And there's meant to be like these roses and ribbons here that come down, but I don't want to make the roses in that, so, but I've got some, I should pull them out. There's a charity shop called Achievers. Well, no, sorry, the charity shop is called the Sewing Basket, and they work with the charity Achievers. And what it is they sell all sorts of crafts, not just cross stitch, lots of different crafts, very cheaply. Like, you know, you get cross stitch patterns for 50 cents or $1, and what they do is basically deceased estates, people donate it there, or if a shop's going out of business, they can donate it there, and the shop sells it all very, very cheaply. But all the money, because everybody who works there is a volunteer, and so all the money goes to, I mean, apart from rent, electricity and all that, but all the money goes to helping Achievers, to the charity, which is helping, they do a lot. They help disabled people, they help poverty, and so the place where I used to work, City Serves, their Newington office is near, right, like really, really close to one of those shops. They have 3 shops now, actually. And so what can I say? I like to do my part and help charity and shop. But I got some little roses. I thought maybe I could just sew one of those on instead of making roses. So, and that is the 2 of them. But no, it's not. That's the 2 of them together. So I got Elsa and we got Sleeping Beauty. And I'm not going to do this video, but next video, which probably do in the next day or 2, I'm going to go through all my WIPs and plans for next year. And plan for next year is I'm going to do Jasmine, Desert Princess. Now this is what she's actually charted as. But I saw a conversion, and I'm doing the conversion in blue. So Jasmine's going to be the 3rd princess on this. I've been doing 1 princess a year, but I've decided to pick it up, and because I don't want it to take like 10 years to do all the ones that I got. So, I'm going to start doing 2. I'm going to try and get 2 done next year because they're not that big. So do that one. So I'm going to do that one, Desert Princess, next year. And she's going to be on there. So put some photos of that Jasmine up there as well. And so it's going to look really there. So I've got enough room for Jasmine, and I've got some more Silver Springs fabric, and I'm going to do this Cinderella, Snow White, Rapunzel, Ariel, Anna. She's called the Summer Princess. There was something called Kayagyu, Princess Kayagyu. She's from a Japanese fairy tale. I gave that one to my friend Amanda, the beads and everything, because I wasn't going to do. I didn't have enough material to do them anyway. But she's done that one. I'll see if I can get a photo and put it up, because she's actually done it and it looks beautiful. She did a beautiful job on it. So she did that one, and there's Tiger Lily. I'm not going to do Tiger Lily. With the material that I had, I only had room to do 10, and I had to set them out in a set way to make sure they all fit. So I had to drop out 2, and I said I had no idea who Princess Kayagi, I'll put it up, was, so I didn't do her, the Japanese one. And Tiger Lily is nothing against Tiger Lily. It's been ages since I've watched Peter Pan, so that's that one. So they are all, oh no, I've got one other one I've been working on. It's Luna Mystica by Bella Filipina. I've been working hard on her. She's on my frame at the moment, so I'm going to pick you up and show you on the frame because I'm too lazy to take her off, but I'll put up a done picture. I barely started her. If I can find one, I'll put up a before picture, but really there was not much there. Oh. And this is, oh, I've got to spin around. This is Oh, covering the camera. There we go. There we go. That's Luna Mystica. That's her hair there. Her skin, I'm doing 2/1 tent stitch, which I'm actually liking a lot better than 1/1 cross stitch. So that's working out well. And I'm just, as you can see, I'm doing the outline of her tail. And she's on linen. I want to say 28 count, but it might be 32 count. Transcendent. 32 count linen, opal, transcendent by Fiberlicious. And it's like a dark blue center, and it fades to like a really nice turquoise green. And that's on opal linen. And they've also got, Bella Filipina also have a Sol Tropicana, which is like the main. This is, I just got this outfit, so that's what it's going to look like when finished. She's so pretty. And bead, lots and lots of beads. I'm actually 32 count hand dyed with lots of beads. I'm going to get it a little squishy, but the fabric's just going to be perfect for it. And I've positioned it to the moon. The inside of the moon is going to go just perfectly go around that dark blue center, so it's going to look really good. So she's been really calling to me, so I've been working on her quite a bit lately. So hopefully you'll see some more of it on her. I'm not going to really go through my plans and stuff for next year, because like I said, I'm going to make another video of that. I'm going to do a WIP parade and plans for next year. Do have some new starts. I've worked out I've got 25 WIPs. Only 25, so that's like, if I only, only 5 more would only bring me up to 30 WIPs, which is totally okay. So, we'll skip that. Alright, I'm going to go to stuff that I've gotten. Here's Bella Filipina, Sol Tropicana. So it's actually, like, she's kind of like a mate to this one. The sun and the moon. So I'm going to get the exact same fabric, transcendent, and then I'm going to do her on the same fabric. Actually, maybe there's a lot more green on this. Oh, no, it should pop out against the blue. Because by the time it gets to that dark green, she's going to be all the golds and that there, so it should be fine. I'll just double check. But, yeah, so I can do both of those. It's going to be stunning. I think I showed you Ophelia. There's another one. I got Twisted Mermaids. Came in. I'm going to put this one up, but there's a pattern that I've got. Long Dog Samplers, Castles in the Air. And been searching for ages. The other reason why I haven't started is I just haven't been able to find the right fabric color combination for it. Well, ages ago I figured I would want, this is Twilight by Fiberlicious on 28 count linen. I wanted it nice and dark. It's a really dark blue. And I'm going to do, this is hand dyed by Rolanda. It's not silk, it's just cotton, but it's called Unicorns. I mean, I've got 3 hanks of these, but look at that. And I'm going to do that on this dark fabric. Castles in the Air. What do you reckon? That's better, maybe. And that'll just pop her, and that'll look beautiful. So that's what my Castles in the Air are going to be. So I reckon that's going to be, look amazing. Absolutely amazing. So looking forward to starting that. Even though I've still got Temple of Prophecy going, but Castles in the Air was actually one of the first, and I mean like the first patterns when after I got back into cross stitching after I had kids and all that. That was one of the first patterns I bought. I've loved it for that long, and I just haven't found the right combination of fabric and cotton. But I think I finally finally found the perfect thing that I'm just going to love it on. So I believe it's always worth waiting to get, because you spend so much time and effort on it, and you want to make sure you get it right, that you're happy with that. I actually bought 2 fabrics from Hand Dyed by Rolanda, and they were both gorgeous, and I'll have to see whether my friend Amanda can show you, take a photo and show the other one. The other one I got was beautiful, don't get me wrong, I did like it, I loved it, but my friend Amanda started Botanical, I think it's just called Botanical Gardens by Mirabilia, or cool, but I'll put up a dumb picture, but I'll get her to, she's away with her parents in Orange at the moment, so I'm not sure whether she brought that one with her, but she's got it. I'll get her to put a photo up. Fabric, it's a pale fabric, and it's really beautiful, and it was like, oh yeah, that one would actually look really good for Botanical Garden, so I gave it to her. I gave the fabric to her, but it's gonna look stunning when done, because that fabric really did look beautiful. So, but I did get to keep my other piece though, although it was a bit of a fight. I had cross-stitch group on Saturday the 18th of December, and Amanda brought these and gave them to me, and I was, I had to growl. And one lady, Deb, she was very sneaky. She just somehow managed to, I got it back though. So this very popular piece of fabric, this is 28 count Opal Lagana. It doesn't have a name. I don't think she names hers. What it is that she has an Etsy shop, and she puts them up, and she dyes them. So you've just got to be, lucky. And isn't that stunning? Maybe if I fold it over, you'll get a better picture. Yeah, isn't that just beautiful? And it's, I thought it's not too, can I see it? But oh, lovely. I do have other stuff coming up. The postage at the moment is just taking, it's like at the moment I order something and then I just wait. Like, you're just going to be willing to wait 6 to 8 months to get anything. You know, luckily, I mean, I'm lucky because not only do I have a massive fabric stash that I can pick and choose from, I've also got Amanda. Like I said, Amanda and I, we dig through each other's fabric stash looking for the right stuff. But it's like, it's not the dyer's fault. The postage at the moment is just, and at the moment I think there's nothing coming from America to here. It's all sitting in Chicago or no, this is Canada. India Rolanda is Canada. So takes forever. I've actually posted mid-November. I posted a couple of packages. One to some Mirabilia chats to Sweden, Linda's 144 stitches, and I posted some stuff to Kim, who lives in Orlando in the USA. They haven't even left the country yet. I had a look, and they're still in Brisbane, and I posted them mid-November. Kim's was actually a Christmas present. I'm like, well, it's the thought that counts. At this rate, she's going to get it mid-January sometime. It'll be like a Happy Australia Day present at the rate it's going, if I'm lucky. So hopefully she'll get that soon. I did tell her what was in it. Well, no, I told her one. There's actually more stuff in it. I told you one thing that would get in it. She sent me a message. She ordered a piece of hand-dyed fabric, and she opened up Christmas Day, and it wasn't what she wanted. She wanted like oranges and fire, and it was very pink. And I'm like, well, I've actually sent you this piece of fabric, and I couldn't send it. I had a bad photo. It was kind of a bad photo. But I sent her that. So hopefully, cross fingers, that will work for her. Hopefully she'll get this. But anyway. These are from Calico Side Fabrics. This is their mystery fabric of the months. This is Stormbringer. This is back from July. These I get plain. 28 count Lagana, but plain. And I actually really like this. It's actually thrown up alright. Grey. Not sure what I'm going to use it for, but I do like it. It's actually something dragony. Oh, I was going to do that on sparkly fabric though. I've got this Heaven and Earth Designs pattern called Phoenix. I'll put a picture up. And I want to do it for my husband, but I want to leave off the black background. So anything that's black, don't touch, and just do the Phoenix. And I was thinking of doing it on a sparkly background. So That would be really good. But I think I'm just biased towards sparkles. I mean, I like Disney princesses and sparkles, and I'm just never going to grow up. Really. The washing machine's done. It can wait. It can wait. I got a piece of this. This is Colour Crusade Fabrics again. It's Oceans, 28 count Lagana Opal Oceans. I got it as a fabric of the month mystery years and years ago. And I did my Nora Corbett L on it, and I loved it. It's just beautiful fabric. So Tammy has a, she calls it a Friday sale, where every Friday she has one piece of fabric, or one colour, I should say, that is on special. I think 15% off, 10% off. I have to check. I can't remember. And when I saw Oceans come up, I'm trying to be good, but when I saw Oceans come up, I'd used my piece of Oceans. I didn't have it, and it was on sale, just this fabric, and it's not going to show how gorgeous it is. Nope, not going to show. See if I can put photos up of the L, because it really is a beautiful piece of fabric. So, and I got that in a 26 by 36, so good for Mermaids. Oh god, that's another piece I want to start up again soon. Mirabilia's Gypsy Mermaid. I've got the fabric for it, I just need to kit it up. Hello, for Christmas, my parents did give me a gift voucher for JK's cross stitching supplies, so I might be able to put it up. This one is bit of fruit. I thought I'd ordered it in opal, but I didn't. I ordered it in plain. Let me double check on that. I mean, it's beautiful, don't get me wrong. I'm not disappointed with it. Because I have it Mystery Fabric of the Month as a thing. She sent me the fabric, but I don't think I've got the patterns of the beads, so I need to ask her about that. But yeah, I really thought I ordered it in opal. I'll double check. Yeah. So love it. Beautiful. I wish I knew what I did with Twisted Mermaids. I probably put it away. Very unlike me. I usually don't put stuff away until I have the Cross Stitch Plus app. I think it's called Cross Stitch Plus app. And it's like, you do pay, they have a free version, but you can pay for like, I think it's like $6 or $7 a year. Australian dollar. I pay Australian dollars, like 6 or 7 Australian dollars a year. And as you can imagine, it probably took me ages still when I first putting everything up, but I use that as my inventory. And I take a picture of the piece of fabric, and you know, you put up 28 count, the sizes, and when I put patterns up, because when you put patterns up, you can put a picture of the pattern, but you can put notes, and in the notes, I like to put the stitch count, you know, 100 by 200 stitches, because that way, if I'm at a friend's place, like I'm at Amanda's place, and think, oh my god, that piece of fabric would be perfect for this, or if I'm at a shop or anything, I can just go into the app, and because it's got the stitch count, the app also has a stitch calculator on it, so you can just put in this by this, you know, 28 count fabric, 3 inches on the side, and it lets you know how much fabric you need. So it's all with me the whole time. Yes, because who else needs to know their cross-stitch collection at all times? But it is handy because I keep track of like my DMC threads and what threads I've got. So if I'm away at somebody else's, I mean, I usually keep a fully stocked DMC thread listing. For my birthday, Mum and Dad gave me a voucher as well for JK's cross-stitching supplies. And I went through all my DMC threads to find out what I didn't have and just stock it back up. So I sent that listing off, no problems. Now on JK's cross-stitching supplies, when you pick something, you just need to add, and it's like, you know, item number 1, and then you just go into it and change it to put, you know, sometimes I like to have at least two threads. So some of them I was changing to 2. And I was adding a 2 there. So I delete the 1, put in the 2. Well, in this one colour, this blue colour, I put in that I wanted 2 threads. I didn't realise I'd forgotten to delete the 1. So I asked for 21 skeins of this thread. It's 80 cents per skein. So it comes in, and I'm like, okay, it's all here. And I'm like, 20, and I'm like, she sent me 21 skeins of this blue. It's pretty blue, but 21 skeins, my word. So I've had a look and nope, yep, that's my fault. So I've palmed off some thread to Amanda. I think I palmed off some thread to Deb. I've kept about 5 skeins for myself. I don't need 21 skeins of that blue. But it was my fault. It was not Janice's fault. The order form did say 21. I couldn't have put the 2 after the 1 and just ordered 12. No, I had to do 2, 1, 21. Anyway. What else? Everything else. Work's actually been busy. Christmas Eve is usually absolutely dead. Great time to work. I've only got the public holidays off. Because I hope it's quiet. The last half of Christmas Eve was quiet, but it was really busy at the start of the day. What they do is they go down to skeleton stuff, and then they open up the phone, so you can get phone calls from any account in Australia, where usually you might work on just some accounts. But it was busy, and it was all because of COVID. There's cancellations going. I had a couple of people just calling. I just want to make sure that they got on the flight and it's all okay. And at this point, I can't really say I blame them. It's just, although we had this one guy, not my passenger, thank God, but he got over. He was over in the US, and when he was in the US, he found out he was testing positive for COVID. So then he's trying to get home. Well, not just get home, but he quarantines. He needs this test to say that he's no longer has it, and do this, and someone else has been trying to get him home, and it looks like he not home for Christmas, but I think he's going to be home just after Christmas, 28th of December or something. Anyway, this guy was traveling with a colleague, but this colleague's been flying all around America with this guy, with his colleague who's tested positive. This guy said, no, I still want to get home for Christmas. I want to be home. And so he got on the plane, and guess what? He got back to Australia, Sydney, and tested positive for COVID. And I'm like, and you're on a plane full of people, like. So now he's not only like, he knew his colleague was being tested positive. His colleague can't come home. He thought, no, I'm coming home anyway, and he tests positive. But he knew there was a good chance he would have it, and he flew on the plane. And it's like, bet you've impressed a lot of people on that plane. Yes, sweetie.
Someone tried to copy my outfit again, but they had white hair because they tried to, but then they ran out of time. But then I came third and they didn't, and then say I was supposed to win. So take that.
Take that, you are beautiful. Gwen and I made peppermint chocolate balls earlier today. We meant to make them Christmas Eve, but I was working and work was just so busy, my brain was just fried. And then Christmas Day, we kind of, between playing with the new toys and the presents, and I did play dolls, got in and played. She got a lot of OG girl stuff, original girl dolls, Americana dolls. I was playing dolls with her yesterday. We didn't get to make them, so we made them today. And chocolate peppermint balls, and I'm going to Gwen. Yeah, because I've told her, read the recipe, and it's like, okay. We mix the biscuits and peppermint crisps in a blender. And I'm like, no, I have a blender. I actually have a good blender. No, it's not what you do. What you do is you got the snap lock bags. We've got one bag each and do this, and then I got a rolling pin. And I put in a video. I got a video. This is how we blend. So she's hitting them with the rolling pin. We're having fun doing that. And then my husband walks into the kitchen and goes, that's not how you do it. So he took the rolling pin off them. And I'll put in another video. He gave her the meat cleaver. And just before that video, she was going, die by Odin's hammer. And she's smashing with the meat cleaver. And then we had, got in and, you put the condensed milk in. I think most of them make the chocolate coconut balls or the rum balls. I don't know what they're called. But so we had chocolate all over our hands, and we had a great time. And then we're putting sprinkles, pearl sprinkles all over them and blue sprinkles all over them. We had a lot of fun. So they were in the fridge. We kind of decided to squeeze them in the fridge because I didn't have them in the fridge. And It's been over 30 degrees here most days, but it's the humidity. It's not even the fact that it's been hot, it's the humidity, but it hasn't warmed. Apparently it's meant to be like 100% chance of a storm yesterday. No rain whatsoever. So that humidity was just muggy humidities to them. The balls, they didn't really stay ball shaped. They kind of went like, yeah, like a mound, not a ball. They went so I've kind of tried to put them in a ball shape, and I've kind of squeezed them somewhere in the fridge. So we'll see how they go. But we had a lot of fun making them. We had a lot of fun bashing them up, and all should be really good. Anyway, that's life update, work update, cross stitch update. I am going to make another one. I'm going to do WIP parade. Like I said, I've currently got 25 WIPs, and then I'm also going to show my plans. As I do the WIP parade, I'll say what my plans are, because I have written down all my goals for everything for next year. Oh, and I forgot, I'm going to do WIP Go next year. Talking to Kim, who's a viewer on this channel. So I'm going to do this, I'm going to do WIP Go, and I think I finally got the board. She knows, I've said this like a couple of weeks ago. And I'm having a lot of trouble figuring out how I'm going to do it, but I figured out how I'm going to do it, but I'll explain that all in my next video, how I'm going to do that. And so everybody, I hope you had a great day, happy holidays, happy new year. I hope everything's going well. Thank you for subscribing, thank you for watching. Just thank you, it's been great, and yeah, bye.
Hi guys, well I'm back, but make sure to like, subscribe and hit the bell notification so that you don't miss any of our videos. Bye guys, happy holidays.